Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Francisca Brackin John. For those who are new here, welcome. And for those who have been here now, it's your first time on the channel, go and click the subscribe button. Subscribe, it really does help support the channel. I'm now starting to do it and stuff, but you will see as time goes by that it's really the Lord speaking, okay? So the message for today, the message for today is taken from I was just there and I was thinking about some stuff, and like, let me tell you all, sometimes the Lord will give me one word. He will give me one word about something, and I'm thinking about something, and one word will explain it all, just one word, and then you will get a clear view of everything, right? But I was watching, I don't know why I got the impulse. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys I'm gonna give you guys the whole, before I didn't come on yesterday, I think yesterday and the day before. Right, so I'm gonna give you guys the couple of stuff that he told me, and then go straight into the full message, right? So let me tell you something. When you get to know the Lord and everything, he explained things to you. It's like, when you're troubled and sitting, you're wondering and you're asking certain questions. He explained things to you. Every little thing, the Lord explained it once you have the ears to hear it, right? So I was asking him, I was feeling down courage, and I was feeling, it's like I forgot why I started was to do this, to sit down on and talk to you guys, and preach to you guys and prophesy and all these things that I do. It's not like forget, but I got down courage, and the down encouragement was so bad. I just think to myself, you know what, boys, but I just like stop it and everything. Why am I doing that? I forgot. It's like I forgot the reason why I take all the wherever it is they say and everything, right? And I saw a video came up, right? I saw a video came up. I was somewhere I was watching something, and a short little video come up, and the video that came up, it had the singer Nicki Minaj, right? And she was I hope I can call her name and she was saying something, and even though she was cursing inside of it, it made sense to me. Because, okay, for who I don't know, it's, sometimes your girls slip, and sometimes I'm not proud of it. That is why I believe that is the one thing with the Lord. He keeps me humble to let me know I'm human, that I do have those slip-ups moments, so I won't think I'm better than anyone, that I realize I'm human too. So I do have those slip-ups moments that I hate, right? It's something that he will do. He will work it out. But I was there, and she was talking something, and she said to a man, the man didn't care, whatever it is, and she said, you wouldn't care about it because she told him that celebrities and people is out there, and they're killing themselves, they're drugging up, and they're killing themselves because they are going through some hard and trying times or whatever. And the Lord began to remind me in the first place why I wanted us to do it. Because people think to themselves that because people is rich, they have no other problem. Let me tell you guys, riches is not a guarantee that every problem is fixed. You can be rich in a big home by yourself and be unhappy. And you can be poor in a little home by yourself and be very happy. Riches does not buy you true happiness, not true happiness. Riches buy you things that make you comfortable and all these kind of things, and make you look good and all of that. But listen, riches does not buy you the feeling of happiness. You understand? And he remind me, he say, people think just because they are rich and just because they might be out there, however, they don't go through anything. And he remind me, he said, Francine, he said, this is the reason why you had to go through all of what you've been going through. With people slandering your character and saying all kind of lying things about you and all kind of thing. And this is why you had to be hurting the way how you were hurting, or the way how the stuff that you're going through is because, not because it was personal, but the Lord allowed you to feel what it feels like to be in the heat, in the spotlight, and in the heat of someone that is out there, so that you can be able now. And I tell you guys this before, if you're not in someone's position, you would not know how to really be empathetic with that person, right? So he told me, he said, oh, this is why, because there are individuals that need the goal that you find, and the goal is the wisdom that you find going through your stuff. All the stuff that you go through, they need that goal to be able to get them from out of the state of mind that they're in. Sometimes there are certain people in certain state of mind after being hurt and after being this, and you would say, but they take their own life off of that. I'm not saying I'm going to do that. I love myself. You know, but sometimes it gets to them, people, when they can't handle the pressure and everything, and he say, this is why I put you here. This is why I put you here, because people think that they're rich and everything, that they don't go through it. And just because someone is rich, by the way, have riches and all these kind of things, we stop being human. We stop being human to them. You know why? Because we think poor, when someone is poor, then that okay, we can sympathize with that. But we can't sympathize with somebody. You say, oh, I'm just in this big house and I'm just, you know, we don't sympathize with that. But you can be rich and still be miserable. They are human beings. Even if they have things and money, they are human beings. They hurt, they bleed, they go through stuff just like you. Anyway, this was just something that the Lord spoke to me about, right? So I began to talk to him about certain things that I was experiencing, and he said, Francine, labor pain. Right, this is the message. He said, Francine, labor pain. Just clear, just so. Francine, labor pain. That just so he just explained. It's like someone just explained it with one word. Francine, labor pain. And I began to say, I said, what do you mean labor pain? And he said, labor pain. He said, look at what happens. He said, when you are about to bring forth something, when you're about to create a new life is about to come forward. He said, your flesh, your body, the reason why you experience the pains and the stuff that you go through is because your body have to change. It have to move things aside that is normally would be there. It have to break the norm. It have to break the norm to make way for the new life that is coming. He say your flesh have to move aside to make way for the new life that is coming forth. But the flesh doesn't want to move. So for the new life to come forth, there's resistance with it. And he says sometimes, and like I always say, remember what I say when I say flesh. Your flesh meaning your bloodline, right? We are both spiritual and physical. Your flesh is your bloodline. Your mommy bloodline, your daddy bloodline, and then there's Christ. When you tap into the spirit, this is when you're born again, and you're born of the water spirit, which is Christ Jesus bloodline, right? So when I say flesh, I'm saying your bloodline. Your flesh don't want to move aside, and they become resistant now. It's like, I can't move the same way and I can't act the same way. I can't do certain. I have to give up certain things because I am bringing forth something different. And because I'm bringing forth different, my body, I am changing to, oh God, I'm changing to adjust to the new life that is about to come forth. And your body is changing to adjust to the new things that is about to come forth, to your new life that is about to come forth. And when you change, you can't move the same. You have to do things the same. But he say you have to understand that your body will resist the new change. The new you who say, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore, because the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result. So I'm going to stop moving insane and start to move sane and stop doing things the same way and start to move, oh God and my Redeemer, start to move, oh God and my Redeemer, in accordance with the life that the Lord had planted over my head before he first formed me in my mother's womb. He gave me an identity and a life, and I'm gonna start to agree with that identity and that new life by choosing not to move the same way. But he said, just like everything, he said, don't think that when you're about to give birth, your body's not, oh God, you're not gonna experience some pain to give, oh God, to bring forth that new life. He said you're gonna experience some pain in order for you to bring forth that new thing. He said, because there's gonna be resistance. Why? Because your body has been, oh God. He said there are certain people that has been accustomed, that get so accustomed with things, with you being the same way. He said, and your body get accustomed with you being the same way. And now you have to move things aside. You can't act the same way. You can't move the same way. Because why? I can't, oh God, I can't act the same way. I can't say the same thing. I can't move the same way. Why? Because I am adjusting to the new life that is about to come forward. I can't go the same way. And he say, just like a lady's uterus, there's pain because the body is resisting it. Your friends is resisting it. Why? Because we know she the same way, and this is where you get warfare. Because why? People custom you being the same way, and they want you to stay the same way because your body got comfortable with that the same way. But it was, oh God, you weren't created for it to be the same way. You want to produce something different, and now there's warfare between the new life coming forward and the body that want things to stay the same way. There are some people that want you to stay the same way. They know you as the same person, and because they know you as the same person, when you're changing to fit the new thing that, oh God, so the new thing that you are desiring, so the new thing that the Lord is birthing through you to come forward, people don't like it. So you get warfare, you get resistance in that area, and that is what is causing the pain. He said you're adjusting to it, and because you're adjusting to it now, your body is fighting against it, and this is what you call warfare. Because I'm birthing new life, I can move the same way. I'm pushing aside my flesh, my feelings, everything that I know and that I'm comfortable with, to be uncomfortable because of the new life that the Lord is birthing through me. I can't do the same way because oh God, I stopped being insane, because the definition of insanity is repeating the same things over again. So I stopped moving in the same pattern and expecting a different result. I start to move differently now. I start to stop doing certain things and start to adjust certain way, so that new life can come forward, so that new life, so I can make way for that new thing. He said labor pains. He said labor pains, man and woman of God. You're going through labor pains. All of the pains, all of the trauma, and all of the affliction, all of the warfare that you're facing, that you're seeing, is because there's resistance to the new life that the Lord has spoken over you. So, oh God, the enemy is resisting. He said, remember what the Lord said. He said, when Joshua was there, he said Joshua came in with raggedy garments, and I'll put this in the description. And he come in, and the Lord began to change his garment. But when he began to change his garment, he said the opposition was with him also. And I said, why was the opposition was with him also? He said, because everything the Lord speak, the devil oppose it. And when the devil oppose it, this is when his children start to get warfare. They oppose your identity as who you are, that you are a man and a woman of God. And because there's opposition in this era, this is why you're going through warfare, because you're not supposed to be living that life. You're not supposed to be living that new life. How dare you change what we think of you? We think of you as someone that should never get anything, should never prosper. How dare you go on and say, no, I'm going to reach for everything God put on this earth for me. And he said, this is why. He said, because the Lord spoke that you shall be in good health and prosper as thy soul prospered. And he said, the devil said, you shall not be in good health and prosper as thy soul prospered. And you began to get opposition. But he said, my word shall remain still, because in the end, all what they do to Christ Jesus, they nail him up on a cross. They do all kind of thing to him. They put him in a tomb. They kill him and still choose to still want to oppress him after they done kill him. Want to lock him inside a tomb and put guards around him. Who must that be, that even when, oh God, who must I be that even when I'm dead and there's no life in me, that you still have to try to keep me down? I must be something that is powerful, because he said the enemy know that death, hell, or the grave can't even stop you when the Lord has given you a word. It shall not return unto him void. And this is why he's opposing you, even in your lowest days, your days when you say, but I have nothing. Why should they envy? Why should they do this? I'm nothing, I'm no one. He said, don't think that, because the enemy see you for who you really are. He see what the Lord is about to bring forward, and this is why you're getting opposition. It ain't for no other reason, but because the Lord has spoken something, and you start to agree with that word and say, yes, peace shall be mine. Yes, joy shall be mine. Yes, love shall be mine. Excuse the noise that you're hearing. Is my son, my husband is singing about something with him, and he's crying, right? Because you start to see about peace shall be mine, love shall be mine, joy shall be mine, and now the enemy is opposing that. And you start to see warfare, you trying to be peaceful, but the enemy is, oh God, is trying to war against it. Because why? I'm trying to produce a new me and a new life, but he said there's going to be opposition. opposition, because why? Certain people has gotten accustomed to you being one way, and because of that, he said, don't think that that baby is gonna come forward just so. He said, but listen, all the opposition is gonna make you be pure. I watched this couple. This couple, and I don't know if I can speak their name. I watched this couple that now gave birth to a baby. I think it's a baby girl or a baby boy. And the way how the mom have to push. And the dad said something in the video, and the Lord reminded me of that. And he said, do you know, and I don't know if I spoke this in any video before, but he said, do you know when you're about to give birth to a child, what happens? He said, all of the pushing that child do and that mother do, and all of the pushing to make way, to get you to, oh God, to fit in this little space and to get you and to come through to the new life. Do you know that it develops the baby lungs to make it start to breathe? And the Lord began to tell me this. He says, some of all the amount of things that you have to fight against is what is going to prepare you for the new life. Because why? When you get it, when you get it, you prepare for it, your lungs develop for it, you can breathe on the outside. And he says, some of you all is saying something else, but listen. He said, listen. The new life that is on the outside, the warfare that you're experiencing, when you do go into that new life, the only warfare that you experience is preparing you for that new thing that is coming about. When you go up there, you're not going to be sappy. You're not going to be like, you know what, I can't, oh God, why you do that? No, you're going to be tough as nail. Everything that you're going through is making you tough, is making you unique, is making you outspoken. These are the things that you need to develop. And the Lord send you to some stuff so that you can become that person. Don't hide from the, don't hide. Don't hide from the opposition. Don't hide from the opposition. Labor pains. Everything that something is about to come forward. The Lord says something. What you have been praying the Lord for is about to come forward. And the Lord, it's like the place before you get, the baby comes out. The birthing canal, the uterus. It makes way. You have to push certain things aside. I can't do that anymore, girl. No, I can't talk to that person anymore. Why? Because if I talk to that person some more, it opposes the life that the Lord has in store for me. I can't move like this anymore. But why she feels she do this and she feels she do that, or he feels he do this and he feels do that? No, but the thing that I want to produce, if I mess with you still, it will not come to pass. If, oh God, if I stay the same way, that child will not be able to produce. It will not get away. So I have to change, because why? I'm producing, oh God and my Redeemer. I am agreeing with the word that the Lord has spoken over my life. I'm not disagreeing with it. And that means that everything else that does not agree with that word that the Lord has spoken over my life have to go aside by force. And this is why you get warfare, and this is why you go through pains. Because you have agreed with it and you began to come out, and it's time to come through. And you're going to start to see that new life, that thing that the Lord has promised you, come to pass. You stop doing this, you stop lying with that person, you stop moving. Because why? God, a new life is there. And I'm grabbing on to that new life, and I'll push, and I'll fight, and I'll go through, and I'll go through. And I'll go through, and I'll go through, and I'll go through like a baby crying, and I'll go through, I'll push everything aside. No, I can't talk to you. No, I can't do this anymore. No, because why? I'm birthing something that the Lord have in store for me, and I can't. No, I can't. Because why? I'm keeping my head in the box. I'm keeping to do that. I'm trying to do this. But if I hang out with you, it will not come to pass. If I still keep you there, so I'm pushing you aside. Why? Because the thing that Lord have in store for me is greater than what? My friendship or my relationship with you. So for this time, you need to go aside, because I'm focusing on what the Lord have in store for me. And this is why you get warfare. This is when you start to hear people say, who feel she is, or who he feel he is. He just get a little thing and he feel he this and he feel he that and he feel what they feel it is. I'm just saying. let them talk and let them say who you feel it is. Who I feel like is, you go see just now. That's simple. He said labor pains. That's where you're experiencing labor pains. Because the Lord is bringing forth something and you're getting opposition because of this. Right? So you guys, anyway, I spent well long. I tried to make the video short. But look up for the next video because as I spoke that, the Lord reminded me of something else, right? So look up for the next video, you guys. Like I always say, stay blessed, stay strong, and remember, the reason why you're going through all of this is a blessing. Just when you don't make, if you notice when you don't have a child for the mothers, or if you are a father, whoever, and you don't know about it, look it up. And you know, make a baby is the most beautiful thing. You forget about all the pain that you're experiencing trying to produce that, right? So you say you're gonna forget about all the stuff and all the warfare that you go through. When you have this new life, right? Lord, stay blessed, stay strong, and remember Yahshua, Jesus Christ, the King of Kings. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, and I love you. Bye, guys. Remember to share, like, and subscribe. Bye.